friends, doing a special unboxing today for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. And this was purchased for my spouse who just got the new iPhone about a month and a half ago. So let me just preface this video by saying I'm not a tech person, and I'll be talking to you about this from a non-tech perspective. So the reason that we made this purchase is when we had Samsung phones, which I still do, we had Samsung watches. And these were purchased for a couple of reasons. One, because they're super convenient to take phone calls or get text messages on. There is one flaw with the Samsung watch in terms of returning a text. You either have to voice text or you have to go back to the old school tech of typing multiple times on the same key to get to the letter that you want, like when phones very first had text messaging. So there is one downside there. The other reason is for fitness tracking. And sure, you can look at me, say whatever you want, but I am working on my personal fitness now that I've had my hysterectomy. And so I'm being able to keep track of my steps, being able to keep track of walking workouts I do, keeping track of water intake, food intake, all of that on one single device, and you can input the water and start a workout on your watch. You don't need the phone for that. Obviously the food tracking you do, but anyway, so two really convenient reasons to have those watches. Another good reason is safety. We had, when I first got Huxley, he escaped and my spouse had to go running down the street after him. And it was convenient to just be able to call somebody in the house and say, hey, can you grab some lunch meat and come help me corral him back to the house? Because we'd only had him for a couple of days. So he didn't know where he was. He was scared. And also that it has instant calling for your emergency contacts, 911. There's fall protection. So if you trip and fall and you're by yourself, it'll recognize a hard impact and call your emergency contacts and continue to call them until someone responds. So they're great pieces of tech. The Samsung watches don't work with the Apple products, obviously. My spouse has temporarily gone back to using an old Fitbit, which is what got us into the fitness tracker watches years ago. My spouse at the time was struggling with high pulse, high blood pressure, and during grass cutting season here in Missouri, it's 100 degrees with horrible humidity, and I was always worried about my spouse getting hurt or sick while I wasn't home and I was at work. And so having that piece of gear on your arm all the time telling you, hey, you need to take a break, you need to slow down, your pulse is getting way too high, was just an extra sense of security for both of us. Now we're dealing with the opposite problem where my spouse has low pulse and low blood pressure, but be that as it may, it's still nice to have it. So there was a big push to get a watch for my spouse once the switch was made from Samsung to iPhone. The only problem is, like most Apple products, Apple does not put their stuff on sale too much. We got a Black Friday deal through T-Mobile where the watch payment wasn't too much and per month, and then we were able to get the line that goes with the watch because you have to have a cellular line for all the things on the watch to work. So anyway, let's get to unboxing. Okay, so this is the Apple Ultra 2 watch. Unfortunately, the shipping got the box stained a little bit, which was a bummer, but be that as it may. I do like their packaging, and I will say that in terms of packaging quality, Apple probably has some of the best. So let's open this up. So I do like the tabs on the back. Again, I think it's really awesome. It tells you what it includes, which is the Apple, the watch, the band, the US charging cable. It does not include a power brick to include it, which none of the new Apple devices, from what I understand, include that. So let's open it up. So very nice tabs for opening. This is a really slick box. This is the instruction manual. I'll kind of flip through that with you guys. We got the Ocean, and this is the Ultra 2 watch. This is the top of the top. It has more gear and more tech on it than we will ever use. It shows all kinds of weather. It shows all kinds of things with your GPS location. It has a super high-tech GPS locator. It can be used as a diving watch. It can be used for mountain climbing. It's pretty awesome. So these are kind of some of the specs on it. It has the lightweight corrosion resistant titanium plate with sapphire crystal. It's got this super high durability. You can beat the holy heck out of it and it's still going to be okay. It has the cool side button to make emergency calls, retrieve your medical information, etc. There's a siren on it, and then it's got a depth gauge, an altimeter, so you know if you're using it for any kind of heavy duty sports. It's got the same new action button like the phones do, a heavy duty GPS. Like I said, it has a siren. So, and then this just kind of shows some of the compass information, like how incredibly in-depth the compass information is. Here's what it looks like if you would use it as a dive watch. It goes down to 130 feet and will do a live dive, so it would tell you when you need to stop and even out your pressure. It would tell you what the water temperature is, how long your dive's been going on, the maximum depth that you've been down for this particular session. This shows in workout mode with an action button start for your workout mode. And there's all kinds of different metrics that you can use. You've got your heart rate, your time in heart rate, your time in the zone, and the different zones of your heart rate. So that's pretty cool too. So that is the book itself. And then here is the watch. And you gotta love Apple tabs to open. I think these are really nice. Let's do the other one here. Okay. All right. So, it actually has the location of where it was created by Apple in California. And here is your charging cable. So this, like the Samsung watches, has a magnet for you to charge the watch on, and it sits on the magnet. Hopefully the magnet for this watch is stronger than the magnet for the Samsung. I've actually gone to a flat charging pad with my Samsung to charge the watch because the magnet is so not strong enough to hold the watch in place to charge. So hopefully Apple has a leg up on that. So here is the watch itself. So this is the top of it. And then this is the side with, this is super nice touch sensation. All your action buttons. Here's your bright orange action button that will set off the alarm, call for help, all kinds of things. And then here's the depth and GPS pieces of it. It has a huge speaker on it. It does have Siri built into it, so you can have all that functionality. And I will see if we can get it to turn on. I'll do another video for you guys once we get it linked to the watch, to the phone itself. We get the watch activated, and I'll do another video for you guys. But this is just with my ring light, and you can see it has a super bright display. It's super pretty. I'm honestly kind of jealous. We did purchase a cover for it, like a screen protector cover, and I highly recommend that. I have one on my watch, and I absolutely have to have it. So I was trying to connect to the iPhone, but just to see how great the screen is. This is really pretty, so we will turn this guy off. And let me show you guys the band. So they packaged it separately. Again, it has the nice Apple tabs to open it. and it tells you how to attach the band. And then here is the band itself. So you have the metal to connect it. Here's the bigger part of the band, and then here's the connection piece of the strap. This is heavy duty rubber. This isn't plastic. This is something that it has some give to it, but it can handle some serious abuse. It's obviously going to be waterproof. It's going to be lightweight still, but it has some heft to it in terms of, it's not a cheap thing at all. So yeah, and then you'll just insert this metal ring, and then you can attach and put the whole watch together. So that is the Apple Watch in a nutshell. I highly recommend, if you can make the jump to purchase a watch, no matter what brand of phone you have. I think they're not only convenient, but like I said, I think they're a safety thing as well. So I highly recommend that if you can make the investment and get on a plan with your cell phone plan to get where you have a low monthly payment on the watch itself, and you can take care of the cellular plan basically for free. I think that's a great deal. Like I said, T-Mobile is who we use, and they did a great thing for us with that. But I think from a safety standpoint, a workout standpoint, just an information standpoint, they're great devices to have. So I will put up another video once we get this watch up and going with the phone, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.